Hey guys, welcome to Yoga with Sami. I'm Sami and today we are going to be doing a simple beginner's practice. So today's poses are all safe and simple with no sun salutations and no flows, and it's hopefully going to calm your mind and energize your body. So let's get started sitting down. Coming into a comfortable seated position, moving the flesh away from your sitting bones or sitting on a cushion if your back has any tightness. Resting your hands wherever they feel comfortable and closing your eyes. Just taking a moment to become present in your body. Feeling into the sensations of your body. Your clothes resting on your skin. And taking your awareness to your breath. Without changing or judging your breath, simply becoming aware of the flow of your breath in and out of your nostrils. And taking your palms to your belly and seeing if you can deepen your breath by breathing into your palms. Inhaling through the nose, expanding into your belly, and gently contracting in your belly as you exhale, breathing out through the nostrils. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, inhale. And keeping your eyes closed, bringing your palms together in prayer position in front of your heart center. And just taking a moment here to connect with something or someone that you're grateful for. And allowing that gratitude to spread throughout every cell in your body. And then begin to rub your palms together, generating some heat in your palms, keeping your eyes closed. And when you feel some warmth in your palms, opening up your hands over your face and bringing that heat over your face. And giving your face a little massage as you open your eyes, massaging into your jaw, over to the back of your neck, and maybe to the tops of your shoulders. Just giving your body some love and appreciation. And resting your hands down. Coming into some shoulder rolls. Lifting your shoulders up, back, and around. And back in the opposite direction. Good, and coming over onto all fours. Stacking your hips above your knees and your shoulders above your wrists. Inhale as you look forward and lower your belly towards the floor, lifting through your sitting bones, lengthening your spine. Exhale, rounding your spine in the opposite direction, drawing your chin in towards your chest, pressing down into your palms and lengthening all the way up into your shoulders. Inhale, looking forward, taking your gaze forward, lifting through the sitting bones, and exhale, rounding through your spine. Inhale, look forwards. One last time. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center with a neutral spine. Just take a moment here to find your balance in the pose. So really start to press down into your palms. And the more you press down into your palms, the more you'll feel activation and stability through your shoulders. And it's the same with our legs. The more you press down into your shins, the more you'll feel some tension and expansion coming up through your thighs into your hips. So when you feel nice and stable in this tabletop position, raise your right arm up, inhaling. Further still, extend that left leg and press back into your left heel. Keeping your hip working downwards, extending your fingertips and your toes in an opposite direction, creating a lot of length through your body. Exhale, lower down and change sides. Inhale, raise the left arm up to shoulder height and extend back into your right heel. Keeping that right hip working down, pressing down into your supporting palm, pressing down into your supporting shin, and exhale, release. Lengthen your hips back to your heels and walk your hands out in front of you, lowering your forehead down towards the floor. Really try to sink back your hips into your heels and extend your fingertips in the opposite direction. And have a look between your fingertips, and to go a little deeper into the pose, come right up onto the tops of your fingertips and thumbs. Roll your upper arms in towards each other and start to sink down into your shoulders and your chest. Lowering your forehead to the floor once more. And breathe. And inhaling, pressing down into your hands, coming up onto all fours. Inhale as you raise the right fingertips up. Exhale, sliding that hand down and through, coming to rest on the top of your right shoulder. And if you can go further, you can extend your left fingertips up, placing your hand on the back of your sacrum, or further still, taking your fingertips around to the front of your right thigh. So as you soften down into your shoulders, lengthen back into your sitting bones. Try to keep your hips stacked over your knees and start to peel that top shoulder back, rotating through your chest, opening up through your heart center, and giving a nice stretch in between the shoulder blades, squeezing out any tension. And exhale, release. Lower the left hand to the floor. Coming back onto all fours. Take a little funky cat-cow to stretch out through your shoulders and reset to come back and start on the other side. Inhale, raising the left fingertips up. Exhale, sliding that hand down and through, taking your shoulder all the way to rest on the floor. Checking that your hips are above your knees. Inhale, float the right arm up, placing it on your sacrum or wrapping it all the way around to the front of your thigh. And close your eyes and relax. Soften into your shoulders and start to peel that top shoulder back, working in between the shoulder blades, opening up through your chest and keeping your breath flowing. And inhale, lowering the right hand down, coming back onto all fours, stretching it out through your shoulders, stretching out through your spine. One more time, coming back into child's pose. This time taking your knees wide apart and thread your hands through, turning your head to one side and resting your chest and shoulders on the floor. Taking 2 breaths here and then we'll change our head to the other side. It feels so good to slow down and take a break from the busyness of our daily lives. Inhaling, changing your head to the other side, threading your arms through. 2 more breaths. And coming up, You're going to come back through all fours, tucking your toes under, lifting your hips high, keeping your knees bent, coming into a modified version of downward dog. And begin paddling your heels from side to side. And while your heels are lifting and lowering, just have a quick glance at your hands. Check that your fingers and thumbs are spread nice and wide. Press down evenly into your fingers, thumbs, and palms. And then draw that energy all the way up your arms to your shoulders. And we're going to inhale, raise both heels nice and high. Then exhale, both heels down towards the floor. Don't worry if your heels don't go near the floor. It's totally fine. And if it's feeling too strong through the backs of your legs or your back, you can just bring a gentle bend into your knees. And just staying here for a couple of breaths, allowing your head to just hang heavy. Drawing in through your belly. And when you're ready, slowly walk your hands back to your feet, bending through your knees and folding forward, allowing your torso to just hang heavy over your thighs, turning the backs of your hands to rest on the floor, and swing from side to side. And slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. Do a little hair flick if you need to. Shoulders down away from your ears, bringing your hands to your heart center. And we're going to step our feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. So bringing your hands to heart center, we're going to turn our right foot out to point. Inhale as you extend your arms out to shoulder height and sliding your hips over to the left. We're going to extend our right arm over to the right. If this is feeling too strong at any time on your leg or your hip, bring a little bend, a soft bend into your front knee. So coming into triangle pose, really classical yoga pose. Trying to stay nice and open through your front body. And again, if you get into the pose and it's feeling too strong, just come to bend your knee and take your arm upwards. Placing your hand on your ankle or in front of your foot. And if you have the balance, you can turn to look up towards your fingertips or taking your gaze down towards the floor. Bending through that knee, inhale, coming up. Turning that foot in and the left foot out. And this time we're going to lead out through our left arm, taking our right hip over to the right and lowering that hand down as we extend the right arm up. Modification is to bend through your front knee, resting your forearm on top of your thigh. Taking your head wherever it feels comfortable. If you're new to the practice, taking your gaze upwards might be really exhausting on your neck, so it's always good to try and practice gazing upwards for at least one full breath, and then taking your gaze down, and slowly over time you'll be able to hold the pose looking upwards for a bit longer. Bending through that knee, inhale, coming up, turning both feet to the front, whoop, and hands to your hips. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to just ever so slightly turn your toes out, dropping our knees downwards. So however it feels comfortable for you, just adjust your feet so that your knees are able to somewhat track towards your toes, dropping down into a nice deep open squat and resting your hands on the tops of your thighs. So this is a nice stretch already. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to inhale, then exhale, drop our left shoulder down towards the floor, turning to look over your right shoulder. Inhaling up, exhaling over to the other side. So you're getting a nice stretch through your hips as well as through your spine and your shoulders. One more time on each side. Inhaling up, exhale. Inhaling up and slowly come up. Again, turning your feet to center. Take a nice deep breath. And hands to your hips. Inhale, we're going to come into a forward fold now. So with this pose, you might need to adjust your feet a little wider or closer as you go, but sometimes we don't know until we actually get in the pose where our feet feel comfortable. So taking your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart and hinging forward from your hips, keeping your back nice and straight. Take your fingertips to the floor. So we really want to try to avoid bending through your lower back. If it's getting too strong, just try walking your feet in slightly and just taking your hands forward. And slowly coming down as far as you feel comfortable. So it might just be fingertips to the floor, or you might be able to bring your forearms down. And then allowing your head to hang heavy, enjoying this nice inversion. So good for bringing fresh oxygen, blood, and nutrients to the brain. Further still is to take your hands and walk them a little bit underneath your hips. And if you can bring the crown of your head to the floor, you can see if you can rest your head on the floor. So again, to do this, you might need to walk your feet out slightly just to be able to get that positioning. One more nice deep breath. And walking your hands back to center. Inhale, we're going to heel toe our feet together and bringing your heels underneath your hips, bending through your knees, we're going to drop down into a deep squat. If this is too strong, again, just find yourself a pillow to put underneath your heels. And don't worry if your heels don't come down to the ground, just go as far as you feel comfortable. Settling into the squat, bringing your hands together in prayer position. And see if you can use your elbows to create a bit of pressure against your knees to help open up through your hips. And inhale, extend your left fingertips out to the side. Inhale, reaching your right fingertips up. And change sides, extending your right fingertips down and your left fingertips up. Rotating through your spine. And exhaling. And release. Hugging your knees together. Dropping your forehead down and giving your body a little hug. And taking your legs out in front, give them a shake. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and flex your toes back towards you, walking your hands down towards your feet. If you are feeling tightness through the backs of your legs, that's a little overwhelming, you can soften through your knees and fold forward this way. Otherwise, keeping your knees straight, and you might even find you can access more flexibility by flexing your thighs. The more you switch on your thighs, the more it relaxes through the backs of your legs. So placing your hands wherever they feel comfortable, making sure you're hinging forward from the hips and not rounding through your back. If you can, reach your big toes, taking hold of your big toes. Inhale and exhale, softening forwards. We're just going to stay here for a couple more breaths. Finding that beautiful balance of effort and surrender in the pose. Relaxing any part of your body that doesn't require activation. And inhale, slowly come up, and we're going to come down to lay on our back. So taking the soles of your feet to the floor, preparing for bridge pose, palms down alongside your body. Inhale, as you press down into the soles of your feet and your palms, gently tuck your buttocks and begin to lift your lower back up off the floor. Try to relax through your neck and shoulders as much as possible in this pose, and slowly come down, one vertebra at a time. And next time we're going to lift all the way up into the pose, inhaling, pressing down into the soles of your feet, keeping your knees working in towards each other as you lift your spine. So lifting up as high as you can. Further still, you can roll onto the tops of your shoulders and interlock your palms, pressing down into your forearms and lifting up through your heart center. Holding here for just a couple more breaths. And exhale, releasing through the shoulders and the hands. Slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. And hugging your knees in towards your chest. Lifting your forehead up towards your knees. And exhale. And taking your arms out to the side at shoulder height with your palms downwards. We're just going to rock your knees from side to side like windscreen wipers. Working into your lower back. And just reinvigorating your nervous system. Inhaling and exhaling. And come back to center, taking your right knee up and over your left, and doing the same action again. Inhaling. And this time we're going to go over to the left side and just hold it there for a moment, turning to look towards your right fingertips. Really try to let go into the pose. And engage through your core, drawing your belly in. Inhale, come back to center and change legs. Left leg over the right. And start rocking from side to side, starting with smaller movements and gradually moving into larger movements. Inhale up and exhale over to the right, holding there for a few breaths. Turning your head to look towards your left fingertips. Soften into your belly as much as you can. Just inviting your body to let go just a little bit more. And inhaling. Engage your core, come back to center. And just make some small rotations with your knees. And laying out nice and flat for Shavasana. If you have any back issues, I recommend taking your feet out as wide as the mat and allowing your knees to fall in towards each other. If you're okay to lie down completely flat. Laying flat and allowing your feet to naturally fall out to the sides. Turning your palms up towards the ceiling and closing your eyes. Relax your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Soften into your legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. And feel the sides of your body melting downwards towards the floor. Soften into your chest, your shoulders, and your arms. And become aware of the gentle prickling sensation of energy or prana circulating your palms. Relax your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, and your neck. Feel the back of your head getting heavier and heavier against the floor. Soften into your face and soften into your jaw. Your entire body feels heavy and relaxed. Begin to wake up your body by wriggling your fingers and toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And when you rock your head to the right side, taking your whole body with it and resting for a moment. And with as little disruption to your body as possible, pressing yourself up to sit. Keeping your eyes closed. And bringing your hands to rest on your heart center. And taking a moment to reconnect with whatever it is, whatever it was that you're grateful for at the beginning of your practice. And just making one promise to yourself that today, anytime you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed or feeling a little bit lost throughout your day, just coming back to this place of gratitude and appreciation and reminding yourself that we do have so much in our lives to be grateful for, no matter what's going on around us. I am so particularly grateful to practice with you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. So that's it for today. If you'd like to head off, just try to hold on to this nice space of calm for as long as you can. If you'd like to stick around for some meditation, I invite you to join me to hang out for a couple of minutes of immersion in our beautiful mantra soundscape. Thank you so much.